They say time flies. But what if that's more than just a poetic phrase? As children, we waited for summer like it was a lifetime away. When it arrived, it stretched endlessly, sun-drenched days, nights full of fireflies and dreams. But now entire months vanish without a trace. You blink, and it's September again. Why does time feel like it's accelerating as we age? Why do we remember the distant past with clarity, but forget yesterday's lunch? Could it be that time itself is not changing, but perhaps, time is not a river we drift through, but a mirror, reflecting the rhythm of our own awareness? What you're about to hear may not only explain this strange feeling, it may shift the way you experience every passing second from this moment forward. So, what does all this really mean? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, we're going to unpack something that might just change the way you see time forever. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, hit that bell so you never miss a moment. Time isn't something we can grasp. You can't hold it in your hand. You can't smell it or taste it. Time has no shadow, no weight. And yet, it rules our lives. Time, in truth, is not a thing, it is a sensation. A construct built by perception. And perception can lie. Like heat shimmering above asphalt, or a dream that felt real until you woke up, time can stretch or shrink, depending on how we engage with it. A minute spent waiting in pain is longer than an hour spent laughing with friends. Why? Because the mind bends time through attention. The more aware we are of each moment, the longer it feels. The more distracted or automated we become, the faster it slips through our fingers. Routine blinds us. Emotions distort us. Memory compresses us. Time, then, is not linear, it is elastic. A living thread stretched and pulled by our own experiences. As children, everything is new. The brain is a sponge, absorbing detail, texture, emotion. The first taste of ice cream. The first day of school. The first time seeing snow. Each event is monumental. Every sensation is recorded with high resolution. Because the mind, when exposed to novelty, pays attention. And attention creates memory. And memory creates the illusion of time. As adults, life becomes more predictable. You wake, you work, you sleep. Days blur together. The brain, trying to save energy, begins to tune out the familiar. And what's not recorded is not remembered. And what's not remembered feels shorter. So childhood doesn't just seem longer, in a very real way, it is longer. Because more of it is truly experienced. A year to a 5-year-old is 20% of their life. But to a 50-year-old? Just 2%. It's called the proportional theory of time. The older you get, the smaller each year seems in proportion to your total lived experience. It's as if your life is a book, and the pages are getting thinner. Or the chapters are written faster. At some point, you stop counting forward, and begin looking back. Time doesn't just feel faster, it is faster, in how we perceive it. And yet, this truth is not meant to scare us. It is meant to awaken us. Because once we see that time is not fixed, we can choose to stretch it. Time is not just a sensation. It's also a chemical symphony. Beneath every tick of the clock, your brain is pulsing with neurochemistry, and the rhythm of that chemistry shapes your experience of time itself. One molecule plays a particularly crucial role, dopamine, the messenger of novelty, pleasure, and anticipation. In our youth, dopamine floods the system. Every laugh, every kiss, every adventure is charged with electric urgency. The unfamiliar is everywhere. The brain, intoxicated by it, encodes these moments in vivid detail. But with age, dopamine fades. It's not gone, just slower, quieter. Like a party that once roared and now plays in whispers. Novelty decreases. Routine increases. The brain, seeing less reason to record, begins to conserve its effort. Life becomes familiar, and familiarity is the enemy of memory. And without memory, time disappears. What was once vibrant becomes transparent. You drive home but remember none of it. You eat meals, but can't recall the taste. Because the brain, chemically dulled by repetition, stops paying attention. It stops anchoring moments in time. Other chemicals also shape time. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can stretch seconds into eternity when fear strikes. Serotonin, tied to mood and stability, colors how we perceive rhythm. Even acetylcholine, involved in learning, sharpens temporal awareness when engaged. In the end, time isn't just ticking in the world around you. It's pulsing inside you. And your neurochemistry is the conductor of that internal clock, speeding it up, slowing it down, or letting it vanish entirely. So if time feels like it's slipping, perhaps it's not the hours that are missing. It's the chemicals. Can time be slowed? Not with machines. Not with magic. But with presence. Time expands when we pay attention. That is the great secret. Not hidden in physics books or buried in philosophy, but right in front of us, in the breath we rarely notice. Create new memories. Inject novelty into the ordinary. Change the way you wake up. Brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Take a new route home. These small acts of rebellion against routine awaken the brain. And when the brain wakes up, it marks time again. Travel is powerful not just because of sights, but because it overloads the senses. Everything is unfamiliar, so your mind records it all. This is why a single week abroad can feel longer than an entire month at home. Even in stillness, time can be stretched. Meditation. Silence. A single deep breath before speaking. These are not mystical acts, they are neurological resets. They reboot your attention system. They reclaim the moment. And intention is the sharpest tool we have. When you live on autopilot, time vanishes. But when you live on purpose, time unfolds. So if you want more time, don't seek longer days. Seek deeper days. Fill your seconds with presence, and they will grow into minutes that last. Because time isn't just measured in hours. It's measured in meaning. Alright folks, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss the next videos. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one.